The war in Ukraine as of January 15, 2024, was rendered in a multifaceted manner, with both sides' victories and the conflict's enduring human cost standing side by side. Another day of fierce fighting on January 15, 2024, demonstrated the area's strategic importance and the defenders' tenacity. Nestled in the Donetsk area of eastern Ukraine, the little industrial town of Avdiivka has turned into a microcosm of the grim reality of war. Avdiivka experienced severe weather, with snowfall and below freezing temperatures which made the continuous battle more difficult. The realities of the battlefield changed as day. 691 of the conflict progressed, diplomatic attempts faltered, and the shadow of human agony persisted. In Kleshchiivka, on the outskirts of Bakhmut, Ukrainian forces solidified their previous advances, perhaps clearing the door for additional encirclement and posing an increasing threat to Russian supply lines. Combat in the Kharkiv area grew more intense, and Ukrainian forces made very slow progress toward the strategically significant city of Kupyansk. According to reports, Russian forces counterattacked and reorganized, but they were unable to retake lost territory. The Zaporizhia region saw ongoing skirmishes, with neither side gaining any appreciable territory. But fierce artillery barrages from both sides suggested that things might get worse. While under artillery bombardment, Russian troops launched numerous infantry attacks on Ukrainian positions. There were losses on both sides of the intense battle. With the help of fresh reinforcements, Ukrainian forces successfully repelled the attacks and severely damaged the attackers. Russian advances were largely resisted, thanks in large part to Ukrainian drones. They raised the morale of Ukrainian forces, conducted precision strikes on enemy sites, and performed aerial surveillance. In an effort to halt the Russian advance and its amphibious approach, Ukraine is hitting the Avdiivka front with artillery strikes. For weeks, Russian soldiers have been advancing toward one of the biggest coke mining facilities in Europe, which is now situated in another post-apocalyptic area. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine has evolved into a war of positions and attrition, in which the armies of the Kremlin attempt to seize small areas of territory at any cost to human lives. Russia is reportedly losing more soldiers than it has in the entire conflict, according to the UK spy service, primarily as a result of the brutal fight for Avdiivka. The Russian death toll in Ukraine increased by about 300 per day in 2023, according to the British Ministry of Defence. Situated along a vital strategic path, Avdiivka leads to the regional capital of Donetsk. Russia might be able to increase its influence in the area and possibly begin more westward offensives if it were to take the town. Keeping Avdiivka intact is essential for Ukraine's defense. The town's advantageous placement on higher terrain gives Ukrainian forces the ability to keep an eye on and obstruct Russian movements. Avdiivka has come to represent the savagery of the war as well as Ukrainian resilience.